I'd like to now welcome our first competitor from our senior section tonight, from Bacchus Marsh Grammar, Ian Hadsan Llusala.
I've always struggled with perfectionism in every aspect of my life. Mainly, it was because I was so dang good at everything that I touched. Excellence awards at 4 years old, a Master of Ceremonies award when I was 12. I even won first place at a youth golfing tournament when I was 8 years old. Well, first runner-up, but first nonetheless. Growing up, I'd always thought of myself as this super genius, this person who was able to think of anything and everything like theoretical physics and protein biochemistry and think of it as a snap, solving centennial-age mysteries and bringing humanity to a brighter tomorrow. I did cookery, I did retail, I did the arts, philosophy, a bit of breakdance, and a lot of public speaking. So suffice to say, I'm a bit of a genius. But we tend to look at the simpler times with rose-tinted glasses. I, however, was living in an entire mansion made of it. And so, when the pressures of life come crashing down on me, you can guess the mess that happened when the walls started to crack. Good evening, everyone. My name is Ian, and welcome to my existential crisis. Because growing up, I'd always been called a jack of all trades. And I wore that title with pride, because to me, it symbolized that I had the abilities and knowledge to do anything and everything that I wanted. It was the perfect goal for an attention-seeking child, because what better way to steal the show than to become the show itself? Thus, it became the impetus of which my life revolved around. I spent every Sunday doing piano lessons to nurture my inner Mozart. I set my sights on learning every language known to man to speak to the hearts of the masses. I fell in love with science and mathematics in an attempt to crack the cosmos. I spent years cultivating, fortifying, and training this big, brilliant, genius brain of mine. Rome wasn't built in a day, after all, but it did burn in one. You see, in a shocking moment of self-reflection, I decided to research my badge of honor. Who is Jack? What's his deal with all the trades? Well, in 1592, famed dramatist Robert Greene coined the term Johannes Factotum. He used it to refer to the bard himself, William Shakespeare, at a time when he was rising in fame, not as a playwright, but not as an actor, but as a playwright. His second job. Shock, horror, I know. According to Greene, Shakespeare is, quote, is as well able to bombast out a blank verse and being an absolute Johannes Factotum in his own conceit. He also called him an upstart crow who beautied himself with the feathers of other authors because he was known for being a plagiarist and being excessively prideful. Also, someone who didn't graduate college, so he wouldn't have any knowledge to write anything meaningful. Deriving from the Latin factotum, literally, to do it all, and Johannes for any old schmo, Greene basically called him an overrated, hotshot nerd in Latin. And I thought I was extra. See, Shakespeare was mocked. He was insulted. He was berated for trying to go outside of his mold and for daring to stray from the path of an actor to try and write the stage that he was born to fit in, to play on. And this made me rethink it all. Was Greene right? Should Shakespeare just stuck to acting and got good? Should he have stopped messing about and picked a path, practiced patience and plucked perfection? Should I have done that? How much better would my skills have been if I did? How much easier would my life have been if I knew? How much less frustration felt if I never deviated from what I knew I could do best. But I wouldn't know this until I've tried and I've failed. Because he was not known as Shakespeare the actor, or Shakespeare the shareholder, but Shakespeare the playwright, author of the most influential pieces of the Renaissance, whose works shaped the language we speak today. He didn't start out writing. He fumbled, he stumbled, he fell, and he failed into it, forging feeble foundations from actor to author. Green was wrong about Shakespeare and about me, because I don't want to be remembered as Ian the businessman, or Ian the doctor, but Ian the master of his own life. Because I am a jack of all trades. I am a master of none. But I will always be better than a master of one.